Kindly subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get regular updates. Thank you.
Hello students, good morning again. Myself Deepak sir and came here to teach you integers part 3 for class 7. Today we will discuss you about the product of integers. The first case, when any integer is multiplied by another integer. So we have 4 ways for finding the product of any two integer. The product of integer is being depend upon the sign which is present before the integer. The first case is that whenever the first integer is positive and second is also a positive, so their product is also a positive integer. Means when we find the product of any two positive integer, so their product is also a positive integer. Like first one, when 3 is multiplied by 5, the product is 15. Here both the integers are positive, so their product is also a positive. Clear? Second one, when first integer is negative integer and the second integer is also a negative integer, means that when we find out the product of any two negative integer, so their product is positive. Means when we multiplied any two negative integer, their product is positive. Here first integer is minus 3 and the second integer is minus 5. We see that both the integers are negative, so their product is positive integer 15. Clear? The product of any two negative integer is positive integer. Clear? And the third case is whenever the first integer is positive integer and the second one is negative, then their product will be negative integer. Here 3 will multiplied by minus 5, then their product will be minus 15. First integer is positive and the second integer is negative, then their product is a negative integer. Clear? And the last one, whenever first integer is negative integer and the second integer is positive, when we find out the product of any negative integer by the positive integer, their product is negative integer. Here we have an example, minus 3 multiplied by 5, the product is minus 15. Here we see that the first integer is negative and the second integer is positive. Then the product of negative integer to positive integer is also a negative integer. Clear? So these are the 4 ways for finding the product of any two integer. 3 or more negative integers. We need to discuss the product of 3 or more negative integer. We have two conditions for finding their product. First one, if an even number of negative integers are multiplied together, then the product obtained is a positive integer. Means when we need to find out the product of more than two integers, if their numbers are an even, then their product will be positive integer. As when we need to find out any 2 negative integer, any 4 negative integer, any 6 negative integer, any 8 negative integer, then their product will be positive integer. Okay, and similar in second case, if an odd number of negative integers are multiplied together, then the product obtained is negative integer. Means when we want to find out the product of more than two negative integers and they are given in odd order as 3 integers, 5 integers, 7 integers, 9 integers, so their product will be negative integer. Okay, so this is the properties of product of integers. Okay, in our next video I will discuss you about the properties of integers. Thank you.